Hi guys, welcome to Live with Vi, and if you like what you see, subscribe. Hello guys. I just want to do a quick sound check. That's strange. Okay, I'm gonna log in now. Now you guys can hear. Oh, lovely, superb. Okay, so my speaker button was getting pressed. Oh, I'm so glad to see you guys. I know after very long. I loved getting messages from you all saying y'all missed the lives, y'all missed the talks. I really missed you guys too. I really missed doing the lives, but I just thought I'd give everyone a break. And I hope you guys had a superb Diwali. I hope you all ate everything that your heart and body desired. I did that. I completely binged. And I was talking to Dimple the other day and I said, you know what, we have to do a live about how to kind of do a detox after this festive binge that I'm sure all of us have gone on. And you know what to do about this belly fat that has come up because of, as you guys know, I eat so clean, and suddenly 10 days of, I was still working out every day. I was running and stuff, but still I wasn't like lifting weights and things like that. So 10 days of eating all the good food and running in the open air, and when you're out of town, the air makes you even more hungrier. And I really ate a lot. So I wanted Dimple to talk about, I know I agree, I wanted Dimple to talk about what we can do to kind of do a cleanse of our body, in an Ayurvedic way, depending on what your dosha is, or even just belly fat, because that it doesn't matter what your dosha is, right? That is how we can kind of recreate the Agni in our body so that it melts the fat faster. I love seeing you all online. I really missed you all. It was so surreal not to be on live. So in fact, on Diwali day, I actually I saw these forwards coming in. Hi Dimple, I'm sending you the request right now. These forwards coming in and how we have to survive Diwali, and I was like, I have to go on live for that. And my in-laws and everyone was so excited to see me do a live there. Hello. I'm so happy to see everyone. I'm thrilled. I really am. I never thought I would miss this, but I really did. And that just goes to show how far we have come in building this community together, and how used to we've become, to kind of see each other's names. I don't even know half the people's faces, but it's so amazing what we've managed to do is to create like our own little soul group. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for having the opportunity to be able to do that. Dimple can't seem to log in. We'll wait for her to get better network to log in. So yeah, like I was saying, I really wanted to, let me send her the request again. Because again, she was in Bombay when she messaged me to do the live, and I said, I'm in Khandala and the live network I tried to do the live with someone else, and I wasn't being able to connect to the other person. So I thought it didn't make sense doing it while I was there. But I still did go live and talk about that little Diwali thing, which I think if you guys haven't heard it, you all should, because it really resonated with me. There was a message going on about how we need to learn to survive this Diwali, and this year has been about survival. And I didn't agree with that at all. The minute you use the word survival, it means you're toughening out into a place that you don't want to, and that's not the vibration and frequency you want to stay with, right? You don't want to give yourself those the frequency, the thoughts of those frequencies about just surviving and not being conscious and aware of what the situation is. So I really wanted to talk about that, and I did. And today I really want to talk about how we can detox if Dimple manages to get on, because I really need those tips. I've been doing my lime shots, my hot water, there she is. I'm doing my lime shots, my hot water, my fennel water. I can't see Dimple. You guys can see Dimple? That's funny. It's saying Dimple. Hi, good to see you. How are you?
good. Guess who's back in Mumbai?
I thought you were not. I thought you were in Bangalore. I just said she's in Bangalore.
I went to Bangalore just for a weekend to basically plan a surprise birthday party for one of my cousin sisters.
Oh, how cool. How are
Yeah,
you?
good. It's good to be back in Mumbai. Like, it feels a little surreal.
I was just going to say, how is it? How does it feel to be back in? Like, I felt disoriented 10 days in Khandala. I was disoriented. I can imagine you.
Yeah, like, you know, I was away from Mumbai for 7.5 months, and out of that, the last 2.5 months was in the countryside, riding horse every morning, playing tennis every evening, you know, sitting in nature and doing the lives and doing the videos and everything. It was living in the lap of nature, and suddenly there's no nature. I'm in Mumbai city, and I can see the pollution with my naked eye. I can literally see the smog and fog, and
it wasn't that bad. You know, it wasn't that bad.
And as soon as I arrived by the waist, my skin started breaking for the first time
out
this whole year. Because one, acne mask, you have to wear the mask the whole time. We wear the mask the whole time in the clinic. And second, you know, there's just so much pollution, which I took for granted. Like, I just took clean air for granted.
Exactly. That's all. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
So that's exactly what I was talking about, the mask acne. It's such a major problem. You know, it is a very big problem. But how was your Diwali? Did you binge and eat like how I did?
You know, to be honest, I ate more sweets during the Diwali week, the 1 week, than I did in the entire year.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. I ate everything that was in my sight, and I was not one bit guilty about it. Because if anything, I lost weight as soon as I reached Mumbai. I lost all that weight. Your body adjusts like magic. You know, Diwali season itself is timed on a very magical day. It's got a lunar calendar, it's got a Hindu calendar significance to it, right? If you look at all the festivals in India, it marks the end of one season and the beginning of the next season.
Of course, absolutely.
All festivals. Okay?
Right.
Now, Diwali and Christmas. Okay, so Diwali and Halloween festival pretty much come at the same time. Diwali
always same time. Yes.
What do they do during Halloween? They have the pumpkin festival. They go pumpkin plucking, and they make pumpkin soups and pumpkin tarts and pumpkin quiche and pumpkin pie and whatnot.
Correct.
What is pumpkin? It's sweet and it's loaded with good fat.
Right.
You put on weight when you have pumpkin, right? The same rule applies to Diwali. We go around distributing sweets. Literally, the production of sweet goes up 20 times or 50 times during Diwali.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody's distributing sweets because that is the norm. Why do we distribute sweets on Diwali? It's not just Ram coming back to, you know, his kingdom. It's not just that. Or it's not just the day where, you know, Mahavir attained moksha in Jainism.
Correct.
It's not just these. There is a reason why. When autumn season ends, winter begins. And Diwali is exactly positioned between autumn and winter. What happens during autumn? Autumn is when fire and water is dominant.
Okay.
Okay? Autumn is a pure Pitta season.
Right.
Fire is like that fiery color that you see in the autumn leaves. The reds and the orange and the brown. The dryness of the season, autumn season, inflames the fire or the Agni in your stomach.
Right.
So when you have a campfire, what do? You put dry leaves into the campfire first. Then twigs, then branches, and then big logs, right? This is the order you go. You don't put a big log first. Right. So the same leaves, the dryness of the season, autumn season, increases the Agni in your stomach. And your Agni starts developing. Your Pitta starts going up during autumn, and it reaches its peak during winter.
Okay.
Okay?
That's why you have this
massive voracious appetite.
Correct. But then what about, does the body break down this fat, or is there a reason why you have to have mithai with this change in season?
Yes.
Is there an Ayurvedic mystery behind it?
Yeah. Very, very significant value. You know, there's recently
I thought as much.
Level 2 Ayurveda course where we dwelled a lot on Ritucharya. Ritucharya means seasonal regime.
Correct.
Season has a very, very significant effect. I'll tell you how. autumn season, have you looked at the leaf? It's so dry and rough and it just crumbles when you crush it.
Crumbles. Correct.
Your skin and your organs also start becoming like that.
Yes. I felt that. I used to do ghee.
Literally, right? And your skin becomes very dry and rough. Your body and your organs start getting dehydrated. Your skin gets dehydrated. Have you noticed during autumn, your hair becomes very dry?
Hair.
During autumn, correctly, the hair starts becoming extra dry because all the moisture in your body, in your hair, in your skin is getting evaporated. Why? Because Earth is close to the sun at this point in time. After summer, autumn is still very close to the sun. It's during winter that the Earth moves away from the sun. It goes to the extreme. So what happens during winter? Polar bears go to hibernate.
Correct.
Polar bears eat a lot during autumn and then they go hibernate during winters. We can't hibernate. We're not polar bears. We can't sleep for 3 months.
Right.
So we eat a lot of food during winters because that buffers our body. That extra fat is extra heat that your body needs during winters to preserve the organs.
Okay. So that's
like how you put on a thick blanket.
So that's why we eat the mithais with ghee.
One, to moisturize our organs, to moisturize our skin, to moisturize our hair, to hydrate our body, to satiate the agni, the pitta in the stomach that has become inflamed. It's like a voracious agni, a fire in the stomach saying, give me everything I want to eat. And second, the extra fat protects your organs during the harsh winters. In some cities like Delhi or US, you know, the winters get very harsh. You need to put on a little extra weight to survive that winter. Have you seen the chubbiest people are the warmest people?
Yeah, but I don't think it's true for a Bombay winter. I just assumed I was in New York and I was eating all those mithais.
No, but visualize, you're in a party, you generally feel like hugging the chubbiest person in the room, right? Don't we always reach out to the chubbiest person in the room like our grandmother?
Because they always,
they're warm.
Correct.
They're naturally warm because that extra fat is extra warm. There's like an extra blanket that you just put on. And during winter, have you noticed that even little injury hurts a lot?
Yeah.
Like a little hit on the door, or you stub your toe. The pain is unbearable. You know, it's very broken. So in winter, that extra fat helps you to overcome all those extremities.
Got it.
So but what do we do during winter to get rid of it?
Yes, I was just going to say that and you took the question out of my mouth. Yes, let's start with that.
In fact, I had just put a post yesterday that now we're slipping from autumn to winter. What are the do's and don'ts, you know? So let me tell you, autumn was fire and water.
Right.
Winter is earth and water.
Okay.
Okay. Winter season is when the earth is farthest from the sun. Right. We have less in our environment. Okay. Luckily for you, the accumulated pitta from the autumn season will keep your appetite high during winter. So this is a great time for you to indulge in heaty foods like bajra, jawar, makai, sarson ka saag.
But even in Bombay, where you don't feel the effect of winter that much?
Yes. December 15th to Jan 15th, you must eat millets like jawar, bajra, makai with a lot of jaggery, ghee. Reason being, these are good foods. When will you eat it?
Yeah.
Bombay is always going to be warm. Right? In fact, I have a rule that after Jan 15, that Lohri festival, when they burn all the old goods, the heat, the environment changes. The heat in the atmosphere goes up. You stop eating bajra, jawar, makai on that day.
Okay,
the day the campfires are lit, you stop. So this is a great time for you to eat warm foods, healthy foods like bajra, jawar, makai, lots of ghee. Now, kapha, which is earth and water, is dominant during winter season, which makes us feel very heavy and sluggish. Yes. Okay, and kapha naturally craves sweet, sour, salty foods. So if you notice during winters, you're always reaching out to sweet foods and sour foods and salty foods, salty snacks.
Yeah.
So this is the time for you to do a full strength exercise. Ayurveda says work out to half your strength usually, and during summer don't work out. During summer, because already you're sweating out a lot of toxins.
Correct.
During winters, work out to your full strength till you're completely exhausted and you're sweating out like pigs. Pigs don't sweat, but that's just a saying. Okay. So winter is a great time for you to do a full strength workout.
Okay.
10,000 steps per day, standing for 2 hours per day is minimum, and going and doing a workout that completely drenches your t-shirt, because in this time you need to work out harder to push the sweat out through your pores. Your pores are becoming very comfortable, soft and closed at the moment. When you put cold water on your skin, what happens? The pores close. So during winters, your pores also start becoming tighter. So you need to work harder to expel the toxins out through your pores in the form of sweat.
Okay, so what is there anything that we should start our day with? Because now we, like you said, we moved from autumn to winter. We've binged on all the Diwali sweets, and now we're moving to a completely other Prakriti season.
Yeah.
So
Now,
is there a way? How do we start our mornings? Like I've been starting my morning with lime water and fennel water. So is there certain concoctions that we should start our mornings with?
See, fennel water is good for anybody and everybody because it improves your gynecological health. It prevents UTI, urinary tract infections. Women have a tendency towards. So fennel water is something that you can do throughout the year. That's not not seasonal at all. If anything, fennel water is a little cooling. So instead, I would recommend that the first thing you do early in the morning is have a glass of warm water with some lemon squeezed in it. Everybody can do this now. Whether you're a Vata, Pitta or Kapha Prakriti. Luckily for you, the season is such that it supports eating sweet, sour, salty foods.
Right.
Okay. This is the season to binge. This is the season to eat everything that is seasonal. But you have concoctions before and after to aid digestion so that what you're eating doesn't affect your bikini body in March. Otherwise, suddenly in Feb and March, everyone's like, running to the gym saying, oh my God, I have to wear my summer board and then they break their body.
Yeah,
they try to break your body trying to achieve their old size. Don't do that. Don't do anything extreme. In this season, the one thing that you must have every day is honey. Honey is a great ingredient to have during the season. Winter season, you have a lot of honey with ginger, pepper, turmeric, and a pinch of cinnamon. And all Prakritis can have during the season.
But tell me something. I've been having honey with my yogurt and fruit. Is that okay or not to have it that way? No.
So yogurt should never be mixed with fruits, number one. Okay? Milk and yogurt.
No, as in I have my fruit and my yogurt. So my fruit is with honey and my yogurt is, as in I have it as a breakfast meal. It's not mixed, but obviously mixing in my stomach.
So you need to do one thing. When you eat fruits, you have to keep a 1 hour gap before you have yogurt or milk.
Okay,
you have to allow the fruits to move from the stomach to the small intestine. Remember, the journey of fruits is 1 hour in the stomach, 1 hour in the small intestine, 1 hour in the large intestine. So give it at least 1 hour before you eat yogurt. Now, this is a big mistake that a lot of people do, not you, but a lot of people have a tendency of making smoothies, berries and cherries, strawberries with yogurt.
Yeah.
Big no. It looks beautiful in the blender, but leave it in the blender for 30 minutes, come back and see what color it turns. It starts turning black.
Black.
Because yogurt has active bacterial enzymes that reacts with the fruit. Fruit has acids in it. Fruits ferment. Okay, so fruits are going to start reacting with the yogurt and they'll become poisonous and they lead to accumulation of ama or toxins inside the body. So please do not put yogurt with your fruits. Now, as for you, I know you don't mix fruits with yogurt, but fruits with honey is actually not needed. It's just a sweetener, honey, and fruits is already sweet, so you don't need honey.
Got it.
Honey is best consumed raw because honey has its own journey. When I take 1 teaspoon of raw honey, it doesn't directly go to the stomach. It'll slowly drip.
Correct.
What does it do when it's slowly dripping?
It
takes all the mucus and allergens down. But when I eat it with fruits are very easy to swallow. So the honey also goes down quickly. It's good to let the honey drip down your throat.
Got it. So honey to be had plain, but then you mix the cinnamon and all on top, or you have it in the water?
No, we mix it. So what I do is I take 1 teaspoon of honey, I add 1/2 teaspoon of grated ginger, pinch of pepper, pinch of turmeric, pinch of cinnamon. And when I make this recipe, I'm not kidding you. My 3-year-old niece, who you've seen in some of the lives, she comes running up saying, where's mine? She knows that concoction is good for her health.
Right.
So she'll come, reach out, I give her 1 spoon, I take 1 spoon. And then both of us are happy because we've stopped sniffling. And suddenly the cousins, will arrive saying, what about my honey ginger pepper? I'm sniffling. Everyone knows that it has an immediate effect on your cold and cough, which tends to happen during winter season.
Absolutely.
We tend to catch a little cold, thoda sa thanda kuch pee liya, room temperature se niche,
or
the AC is a bit too high.
Change of weather is an immediate set off on allergies. Touch wood, it hasn't happened yet because I was not there and Khandala was cold throughout. But I'm sure in the next 2 days.
Yeah, this tends to happen. So whenever you have climate change, immediately take a teaspoon of honey. Literally carry a small, pocket-friendly or purse-friendly bottle of honey with you whenever you're traveling. Just take 1 teaspoon of honey. For all you know, by the time you come back, that bottle is over. You just dispose it right there and then. And lots of organic honeys are available in that
in the glass jars. Yes. Yes.
In fact, you know those honey toast drops that we used to have? It's honey and ginger.
Correct.
And what happens during winter is the moisture starts freezing. Water droplets freeze into snowflakes in the winter countries.
Correct.
Right? Which you can see with the naked eye. Here you can't see it with the naked eye, but what happens is everything freezes. All the bacteria and virus also freezes. So if you have a little sore throat, what happens? All the bacteria virus freezes here. You need to increase the heat in your throat to defrost it and melt it down.
So honey,
ginger, pepper, turmeric, cinnamon are great. Honey is
so there has to be in the morning, right? I'm reading everyone's messages here. And
early morning or bedtime.
Okay, got it.
Sometimes what happens is, say if I had a flight, you know, I took 3 flights in the last 5 days, which is high risk, right? You know, like high exposure, right? So what do? As soon as I landed, I had all the gear and everything, you know, the mask and your mask, we personalized mask, plus the shield, plus the gown, you know, the disposable gowns that we have in our clinic, we all wear it head to toe. But as soon as I land, the first thing I do is I take a teaspoon of honey, ginger, pepper, turmeric, because it takes anything that might have entered my system down to the colon immediately.
Got it.
And I gargle my throat with hot water, turmeric and salt.
1 second. So, guys, are you getting it? Honey, ginger? Yes. Honey, ginger, pepper. Dimple, can you write it down so I can pin the thing?
Yes.
1 spoon,
yes.
And then
so
gargle.
These are the ingredients that are very good during winter. I'm just adding more ingredients. Honey, ginger, pepper, turmeric, cinnamon. Then I'm also writing medicated bitter ghee, which I'm going to tell you about.
But yeah.
Medicated bitter ghee
is Prana selling
Virechinum. In different ways, yes, because, you know, medicated bitter ghee comes in 30-40 varieties. So, you know, one can be for gallbladder stones, one can be for kidney stones, one can be for you know, leaky gut syndrome, ulcers, hyperacidity, acid reflux. Depending on your symptoms, the ghee will keep changing. This is the season to have medicated ghee. It's called the season of Virechinum. So you've heard of the word Virechinum, right? Virechinum means oral medication to reduce the pitta imbalances in your stomach that has come from the autumn season. Remember, the campfire in the stomach is enraging now, right? So you don't want this campfire to start creating skin disorders. If you notice, a lot of people get skin disorders during autumn season. Psoriasis, eczema flares up during autumn season.
Even winter, right? Because of the dryness.
Yes. So it basically starts flaring up during autumn season, and during winter season, it just stays. It doesn't go away.
Correct.
So what do? You take medicated ghee. Medicated ghee you can make at home also. What you can do is you can just add turmeric to the ghee.
Yeah. Okay.
Organic turmeric, and take 1 teaspoon. You can even add a little pepper if you want. So that also becomes medicated. In prana.
Tell me something. You can't combine all of it together and have it, right?
No.
It has to be done separately. Okay, I'm just clarifying it there before someone asks me.
Question.
Also, second thing, it has to be made fresh every day, right? You can't store it in a okay.
Honey ginger can be. I'll tell you why. So, you know, answering that first question you asked, honey and ghee shouldn't be mixed. So if you're doing honey, ginger, pepper, turmeric, cinnamon, it has to be separate. If you're doing ghee, turmeric and pepper, it has to be separate, because ghee and honey have a different personality. Honey is sticky, ghee is greasy.
Right.
Okay, so honey will go towards food, ghee will go towards oils and liquids.
Okay.
Both are different personalities. Okay. Now, honey is best when it's fermented. It actually has a lot of good bacteria which enhances your gut flora. Lots of Ayurvedic practitioners have a habit of buying honey from different parts of the world, and they keep it with a label saying October 2010, October 2015, October 2020, and they don't use it for a few years. They let it ferment. So you can actually take a bottle like this, like, you know, say if you're buying honey from somewhere. So this is not a honey bottle. This is just like one of our skincare products. You just take 1 bottle, take half bottle of honey, remove the other half, and fill up with 1/3 bottle of grated ginger, 2 teaspoons of pepper, 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric, and maybe 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon is too hot, the powder.
Right.
Mix it well. If you want to add some tulsi ka patta to it also, you can. Tulsi also starts fermenting very well. And let it ferment in the box. So I literally make a concoction in a bottle like this, and I go to the kitchen and take 1 teaspoon in the morning if I feel like I'm going to sneeze or cough. And I take 1 teaspoon at bedtime if I feel like, you know, I went out and I was exposed to, to me different kinds of people, then I immediately take it to the spoon.
So you can make it and keep it, right? That's for someone who just asked the question.
Definitely.
Since the light thing has changed. Yeah.
In fact, it's healthier. If you make it before and keep, it starts fermenting. But if you're going to put ginger, just make sure that you squeeze out the extra juice and then put the ginger. Otherwise, the honey
because it gets, and the honey, doesn't the ginger get black and the honey becomes dissipates?
Yeah. So instead, amchur ka powder.
Yes.
That's amka powder. Like that, we have ginger powder also. Dry ginger powder.
Yes.
I don't know what's it called in Hindi. Ginger powder ko soont bolte hain.
Soont.
Put soont. Remember, if grated fresh ginger, you take 2 teaspoons. Then the dry ginger powder should be only 1 teaspoon. It's more potent than fresh ginger.
Than the fresh, yes.
If you're taking cinnamon stick, 1 whole cinnamon stick, you have to take half of that in the powder form because it's more potent. Correct. This is an excellent recipe to have during winter season. This is one.
Dimple, your voice is gone.
Is it okay now?
No, it's fine. Yeah. So someone just asked about honey and having an expiry date. Honey is the only thing, pure organic honey is the only thing that doesn't have an expiry date. True. Honey will never go bad. So if your honey has gone bad, it is honestly mixed with sugar, boiled sugar. It's not pure, it's not organic. We're talking only about pure organic stuff here. Continue, Dimple. I just had to clarify that as well.
In fact, honey gets better with age, like wine.
Yes,
they say
absolutely.
Wine. Honey actually gets better with age. So the older the honey, the better. So please don't throw away honey. And if you feel like, this honey has been exposed to too much air, you want to throw it away, please don't do that. Instead, keep it in your bathroom. First, frost it. Keep it in your freezer. Let it freeze. It'll become granular. Then take it to the bathroom. Use 1 teaspoon honey to scrub your face. It's a great face scrub. Frozen honey is a great way of exfoliating your dead skin cells and unclogging your pores, and at the same time tightening your pores to get soft, smooth skin.
That's a great idea. In fact, my honey had crystalline because it was that cold in Khandala, and I got it back. It defrosted, but I kept some of it, and I actually scrubbed my hands with it. One day because I just I like the smell and the feeling of honey. And you're absolutely right. Like you could actually feel your skin tightening.
It does.
In fact,
there's another thing, okay? So those of you who tend to catch a cold or sinus issues during winter, whose sinuses get blocked, what you should do? Make a face mask. Take any face mask, any Brahmi almond face pack or something of that sort, or a detan face pack. Mix it with honey and apply it on your face. By the time the face pack dries up, I am not exaggerating. This is something I've experimented on myself.
Your sinuses will open up.
You will be coughing out, spitting out all your sinuses and phlegm. Because honey is heaty. It starts seeping through the pores. It starts liquefying your mucus. So
I don't know if you've noticed, honey. I've been using your anti-tan because my mom was traumatized with how dark I became in Khandala. So every day the anti-tan is being used.
Lovely. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're enjoying the Prana products. Just for 3 days because of traveling, I didn't carry the products, and that was obviously because of a rush and oversight. And I used whatever products was available in everybody's bathroom. My skin started. The minute I came back to Bombay, I came to my clinic. I told my manager, I said, give me the Prana face wash. I cannot have anything else. I'm not kidding you. I just used a strawberry face wash, okay? It says strawberry. But the minute I applied to my skin, I could feel it suck all the moisture out.
The moisture out.
All the essential oils out of my skin was gone. I could feel it becoming dry and rough. And I was immediately, I was like, oh my God, it's better to have just washed my face with yogurt.
Exactly. Charmy, Dimple, what can we use from the kitchen for tanning? We've spoken about this in the skincare, but if you are in Mumbai, Dimple's anti-tan is fantastic. I don't know if you saw how much I tanned in Khandala. My mother was very upset that I've tanned, and I came back and I started using her anti-tan immediately, and I don't think I look that dark.
No, you don't. You don't look tanned at all. In fact, you look great. I'm telling you, face wash.
I have tanned compared to the previous color, but I don't.
Yeah, pre-Diwali color.
Pre-Diwali, yes. I have tanned for sure.
This is excellent. So many ingredients in the kitchen. Literally, when you do a face wash or a face pack or a body care product, it should stimulate your appetite. That's a sign that the product is organic. If you feel hungry while you're washing your face and, you know, doing your body scrub and everything, then that means the product has a lot of organic ingredients, which is stimulating your appetite. That's literally a sign of a good product. Is it worth consuming?
Dimple, tell me something. The honey concoction that you told us, can we give it to kids?
Definitely. See, you know, the only trouble with children is not everybody likes spicy taste. Okay, so even with my niece, I make the concoction and I let her taste it, you know, with her fingertip, a few, and then we tell her it is a medicine, it's going to be bitter, and then she takes it quickly. Not all kids like it. So for children, you can just give 1 teaspoon of honey directly.
Okay.
And slowly, so you know,
introduce the turmeric.
A little pepper, a little turmeric, slowly increase the spiciness of the product, because otherwise they might repel it for the rest of their life, which is not nice.
Someone has a question here. We have, I think it's 7:29. Can we do ghee and lemon juice together with warm water in the morning on empty stomach?
No, because ghee is greasy and ghee lubricates your digestive tract, and it lubricates your koshta, softens it, and prevents constipation. What lemon does is, lemon strips your body. It has a drying effect. It strips your body of all the toxins and pushes it down towards the colon. Both have a different activity. So today have warm water with ghee, tomorrow have warm water with lemon. Keep alternating, you know, if you want to lose weight and at the same time want to prevent constipation. In fact, let me tell you something. Having warm water with ghee, you will lose more weight than you did with warm water lemon. Because what it does is lubricates your digestive tract. Your body expels toxins and waste on its own.
Absolutely. Okay, then let's see. I'm just going, because now with the new setup of Instagram, I can't see all the questions down, right?
You have to click on the little arrow icon.
Yeah, every time I have to do that.
But this is great. It's so good to be back on live with Vi.
So I want to know, so we should do the honey thing. Anything else that we should drink?
Yes. You know, this is the time to have cinnamon. Cinnamon latte. Have you seen Starbucks is filled with cinnamon latte during Christmas, because it's like Christmas? And you know, all the baked pies and cookies will have a lot of cinnamon in it. There's a reason why. Cinnamon is heaty, and cinnamon stimulates your body heat and protects your Agni against the winter season. At this point in time, I love having my masala chai without the milk.
Okay.
Okay, so masala chai is basically without the tea and without the milk also. It's cinnamon because it's heaty. Cardamom, correct. That's also heaty because cardamom has an essential oil, but at the same time, it creates a great flavor in the mouth.
Right.
Then I have to put grated ginger for a nice anti-inflammatory effect for the body and a nice stimulating effect. Then you can add whole peppercorns instead of pepper powder. Peppercorns
so almost like a kada, right? Almost like a kada.
Cinnamon, cardamom, then clove, grated ginger, pepper, star anise. I like to put a little turmeric to this, boil it well, bring it in a cup. You don't have to filter it because, you know, these are just floating herbs. And just squeeze a little lemon in this. Have this only post meals with a bowl of fruits if you must, because it's heaty. You don't want to end up
add a little jaggery. Can we add a little jaggery to
jaggery? You can put kadi shakar or misri.
Okay.
Because jaggery is also heaty.
Right.
And all of these ingredients are heaty. Misri is cooling. So
it balances out. Hello? Dimple, I lost you. Yeah, charming desert rose. These are all the remedies of detox. That's what Dimple's talking about. But I think she's gone. Hello? I think Dimple's lost network. But yeah, these are all to answer your question, these are all the concoctions that you should start having so that it ignites your Agni, because the weather's getting cold, and will help you digest or burn all the stuff that you have already consumed, eaten, binged, if you were like me. So again, I'm trying to get her back on, but I can't see her online. Next week, guys, why don't you tell us what you want to talk about? I would like, I want to talk about each sub. Danal Shah, actually, Dimple and I have already spoken about vitiligo. It's in one of our old live sessions. Same as hair fall. It's in all these are saved under the Ayurveda IGTV sessions. We've spoken about all these issues that you guys, I think, have just started following me. And we've already covered this. We've been doing that the entire lockdown period. So there's a lot of content. If you go on my Ayurveda series on my IGTV, or even look for mine and Dimple's photos before each live, you'll be able to see all of those. So be it your vitiligo, be it your hair fall, be it what are the other thing? Asthma we've covered. We've covered a lot of. We've covered skin as well. What we want to talk about is we already started talking about the skincare and diet in winter. Next week, I want to talk about what we can do to get back our immunity because of the change of weather. So I want her to give us Ayurvedic immunity tips that we can do because the weather is changing. People are saying that again, it's going to be another crazy wave of COVID. So we have to again be, take more precaution and be more cautious. So that's what's going to be a session next week. Thank you guys so much for logging on. I'm a little sad that Dimple got logged off like that, but I'm going to save this IGTV session obviously, and see you guys soon. Bye.
Hey guys, thank you for logging into Live with Vi. Subscribe to see more videos.